I think there's a train coming. Like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. Join us on YouTube memberships. We are back at Fiesta. All right, I've had some power meetings today. And let me roll this up just in case there's too much wind for you guys. There you go. Some power meetings today that were big boy status. So this is kind of my breakfast and lunch here. Your boy getting a little stressed out in a good way. I'm going after big boy stuff, and you know, when you shoot for the moon, baby, when you shoot, is that the napkin? I'm trying to block the sun here. It's a train wreck of a video already. But you guys know me. I do minimal editing. We try to keep it 100 around here. Give you all the good and the bad. So we are here at Fiesta with this big old burrito. This is a big boy too. Look at this thing. You ready? Oh my God. Let's do a little thumbnail for them right here. Here we go. Here we go. Beepity boop. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. How about one of these? There we go. Boom. Look at that. You can't even put the whole thing. I don't know what we're going to do for a thumbnail. Just another one of these. Look at this thing. I don't know what to do. Here we go. One of these? How about one of these? All right. So, what we got here, they call it the super loaded, where is it? Super loaded burrito. Basically, tortilla, all the fixings you want, but you get choice of 3 meats and any topping. So we did pico, guac, sour cream skis, corn salsa. I don't know if I said cheese or not. Cheese. And then also, the 3 meats that we picked was steak, carnitas, pork, and ground beef. So we out here, baby. All right, let's go. She's kind of falling apart a little bit, but that's okay. We still love her. Now, who knew that there's 3 flavors coming together? Also, I want to talk about stress in a minute. Wow. I kind of, this has kind of ruined me. The train is going by. Okay. Train literally stopped in its tracks right here. And it's backing up. Literally the definition of a train wreck video. Now some of you with a keen eye are like, Luke, these paper towels and toilet paper have been in the backseat of your car for a minute. What's going on, buddy? So what I do, because we're on the 2nd floor, we're in a residential building. It's a mother bringing up groceries. So what I do, stuff like this, that's non-perishable. Every time we go somewhere, we park, and I bring brisket up with me, I take one thing. We spread out the work. We work smarter. All right, here we go. Now, we went here for my birthday. The owner is coming out. I should probably yell at him and say I forgot to get salsa. Wow, he's just staring at me. That's awkward. All right, let's talk about stress. Now, when I was younger, I didn't handle stress very well. I didn't even get a drink either. Oh my God. We're gonna stop by and get a Diet Coke in a minute in this same video, by the way. I also forgot to get something to scoop all the stuff up with. All right, we might have to go OG hand-to-hand combat here. So when I was younger, I didn't handle stress very well. I would get overly anxious. I would get very pessimistic. I would kind of victimize myself. And, you know, I would say things like, of course that's happening to me. Of course that's going to happen. And I would just, you're almost like introducing it into your life. Interesting. I don't know what the hell's going on in this video, but I just didn't deal with it. It would affect, not only would it affect the people around me, it would affect my mood for literally the whole day. And that would just translate to the next day. That would translate to the next day, to the next day, to the next day. Something happens when you get older. And not everybody, because I do know some people my age that still, that still can't handle stress whatsoever. So, here's a piece of steak, buddy. Calm down. So, it would just, it's like when you work in an office space and somebody comes in with a horrible attitude, it infects that whole workplace like the plague. So, I would let someone else's negativity affect my mindset, and my mindset was translating that back to everybody else that I came in contact with. And that's with me even having a brave face and always smiling like I always do. But it's about energy. I was giving off just bad vibes. Now, I don't know where. I think at late 20s, early 30s, a lot of us come into this, like, you know, because around then, if you're living to 80, 85-ish, you're in that basically third life crisis, right? You're in that third life crisis where you just start letting things just roll off, like just whatever. You know, you start saying things like, instead of, oh, what's the worst that can happen? You start saying, hey, what's the best that can happen, right? When you wake up in the morning, you reset yourself that you're going to have a great day, and you're setting your positive intentions for the day, and you just take things as as they come, because the one thing that happens in this life that is just always going to be a constant is that things are going to go wrong. They are. It's just it's the fabric of being a human. Sometimes they're internally, sometimes they're externally. Whatever they are, things are going to happen. So you have two ways to go. In most of our lives, when something bad happens, we make that left turn, and we know what's down that left turn, right? That left turn is you being miserable, making yourself a victim. Just if it's not going exactly your way, you get pouty about it and everything else. So, but something clicks for a lot of us, and I wish it was for everyone, but for some of us, it goes, okay, something bad happened. We're going to deal with it, but we're not going to make that left turn. We're going to deal with it as we make a right turn down this way, because this way is a different way. And this way allows us to continue our day, continue our life in a positive light while still dealing with life stuff. And it's not going to affect the people in our lives. It's not going to affect our loved ones. It's not going to affect your day. It's not going to affect other people's day. It's not going to affect your mentality, your mental health, your physical health, everything else. So something happens in that time frame where you start making a right turn. And I wish that I could give that gift to everyone. Now, stress itself is not a competition, right? It's not a competition. It's not a, oh, well, I have 3 kids, 10 jobs. Like, it's not a competition. There's no bonus points for having more stress, right? It's such a relative term that it can mean different things for different people. So the amount of stress that I'm feeling right now would have paralyzed me. It would have absolutely paralyzed me to the point of being unproductive, not trying to figure out solutions, not trying to adapt, overcome, feeling victimized, letting that just drain my energy, affecting the people around me that, hey, look, let's meet up. Hey, let's grab coffee. I'd be like, nah, I can't. I'm doing this. Stress is just one component of different emotions and chemical balances throughout your life and throughout your day. And even, honestly, throughout a minute of a day, you'll feel 10 different things sometimes. So with everything in life, and if I could just give this one advice that I want you guys to take with you, is that it is not the issue at hand. It's rarely ever the issue at hand. It's how you react to that issue. You get a flat tire, there's 2 different ways to go. One, of course that's going to happen to me. What the F? You're here with your significant other. You're just being like really just toxic with them. You're not trying to figure out solutions. You're finally dialing someone and you're mad at them. And why? You get a flat tire. This is what I do now. I go, all right. I make it into like a game of life. Life is a game. I go, all right, I guess this next level is trying to figure out this tire situation today. You're figuring it out. You're answering emails while you're waiting for AAA or for help. You're thinking like, all right, how do we patch this up? Let's go get Sundays after this. Like, let's go get Sundays. Let's go have a picnic. So it's all on how you handle stress, because it's inevitable. None of us are perfect. None of us live that perfect lifestyle. Even if you are a gazillionaire and you have everyone handling everything for you, you're still going to feel, again, this is why I always say stress is relative. It's whatever affects you, because we are all connected in this world. So how I treat somebody at the burrito place is how they're going to treat the next person that comes in, is how that person's going to treat their coworkers at work. It's how those coworkers are going to treat their family. It's how those family members are going to treat everyone. So we're all connected. As much as some in this world are trying to make us individuals. Like, just worry about yourself. Don't worry about anybody else. That's not the case. We have this one planet. We are all, for better or worse, in it together. And how you handle yourself, how you do the inner work, right? We all have trauma from our childhood. And again, trauma is another thing. Relative. There's no competition. Bad parents, no parents. You got bullied. You got a bunch. Like, it's your trauma. You have to deal with it. You have to put in the work because it's going to affect the world. And if more people put in the work, setting their mindset, doing the inner work, right? It's so easy to find a therapist these days. A lot of insurance companies cover it. And if you don't have insurance through your work, there is state help in almost every state in this union that can get you to see somebody. There's no more excuses. No more. The only work is that when you go to therapy, you actually are open and honest. They can't help you if you don't give them all the information. That's like going to a mechanic and you saying, yeah, I just need a oil change, but there's really something wrong with your brakes. And then you go drive and then your brakes give out and you're like, oh, well, I went to the mechanic. What happened? You weren't open and honest. Can't do the maintenance if you don't tell them what's up. So keep that in mind too, okay? So, and even if you're in repair, right? Most of us are in repair. As the generations go by, we get a little bit more open-minded. We learn about different things. We learn about, I mean, there's a lot of kids when I was a kid that were adults that were just like a certain way. You're like, why are they like that? Well, they have some sort of personality disorder. They have some of this. They have bipolarism. They have, like, we have titles for things now. Now we can understand a little bit more and be a little more gentler with each other. You know, I'm really hopeful for this next generation. They are so intelligent. I'm talking to these kids. You know, whenever I meet up with my friends who have kids, I mean, these kids are talking like they're 30. I'm like, how old are you? They're like 11. I'm like, what the? I wasn't talking like that when I was 11. I was chewing gum going, let's play some Sega. Yeah, I know. That's Sega. Yeah. Let's play some Madden. But these kids are like, they're reading about the world. They're pronouncing words I can't even say at my age now. And it's fantastic. It's fascinating to see. And the future is bright as long as we continue to help and guide and do the work ourselves. It's fantastic. I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was about millennial bosses and how we don't care if you have tattoos and piercings. You better get to work. And it was about how when we were growing up, if you had a tattoo or you had a piercing, you basically wouldn't get the job. It's not like that anymore. That's on your body. Why do I care what you're doing with your body? It's like, oh, you have a piercing? Nah, don't worry about it. I got one when I was 18. Yeah, no. You're hired. Oh, you have tattoos right here? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I actually know what that means in Arabic, you know? And it's like, it doesn't, those old ideas are just, they're in the past now. Now we're open and honest. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about being open and honest. And again, manifesting and setting intentions and doing the work, doing the journaling. There's something powerful about putting your thoughts on paper. And regardless if you're one of the folks that just throw it away, keep it for another day, whatever it is, there's something powerful about writing down your thoughts, or at least talking to somebody about it. And it's amazing. Hold on one second. We got a visitor. I wonder if he's gonna, nope, I thought he was gonna ask me to move or something. He's just grabbing a burrito. So handling stress itself is like handling every other emotion or any other thing that affects you. It's all on how you react to it. And you know, I always tease my buddy Adam. He does things on the road that if somebody else was going to do, he would be livid, but he does it. And he's self-aware now. Before, I don't think he was, but now he's self-aware, and he's actually, in my opinion, a better driver. Still a lot of room for improvement, a lot of areas of opportunity, but at the same time, he's a better driver because he's self-aware now on how what his actions do affect others. So if you're mad about someone cutting you off or doing this, don't do it yourself. We are all connected. That paper bag almost went in here. So when stress hits you, just take a breather. Everyone has different coping mechanisms. There's beautiful apps. There's YouTube, which we're on now, that you can play white noise, brown noise, gray noise, calm you down, bring you to a level head. Knee-jerk reactions are knee-jerk. For basically, don't be a jerk. Knee-jerk, don't be a jerk. Just take a minute, process it. You know, and communicate that to your partner, to people around you. Be like, hey, when something happens, literally, I just need 3 minutes to myself. I'm not mad at you. It's just I need to process things, and then we can jump off. So again, we're all different, but we don't know we're different unless we communicate that. You see what I'm saying? So stress comes your way, figure it out, and move forward, and do it with a smile. Because either that stress is almost like an anchor. It will stay with you no matter where you go. Get your dry cleaning, picking up the kids, cooking, going to a meeting, going to a family function. It's going to follow you. Right? So you're giving the stress more power than what it is. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to finish this burrito. All right. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Your little therapy session for the day. Hashtag I am not a therapist. But just giving you guys some pointers on how to handle stress. Also, I would love to hear from you guys. Comment down below. Let me know how you handle stress. Maybe there's some new tactics that I would like to employ. And vice versa, if you like this, you know, use some of these. Again, it's your reaction to things that matter. 9 out of 10 times, it's not the thing itself. All right? I love you. Say you love me back. Say it. All right. I love you too back. All right. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Join us on YouTube memberships. And until next time, guys, be well, eat well, and take care of each other.